All right, who's there? That suits you. What is happening? Hey, Miss Dawn. Cherise. Hi, Cherise. All right. Let me turn this puppy around. How y'all doing this morning? Great morning, Dawn. It is a great morning. Every morning is a great morning, isn't it? That's why we have to have the right attitude. We've got the right attitude and gratitude. Hey, that suits you. What's happening, man? Good to see ya. Okay, so I am out at my favorite place. Out doing it's a 2-mile track, and I tend to do it 2 times, although this morning I'm really doing more strolling than I am running. Strolling, sipping some coffee, just kind of enjoying the morning. And saw a few things this morning. Real examples of people taking the lemons that life tends to, well, thank you for sharing, taking the lemons that life tends to serve us, because that's just how it is, and it's all part of life, and really making some lemonade. The first person I saw as I'm strolling was a man, and of course, I don't know about you, but I'm a people watcher, and I tend to make stories up about people's lives. So I saw a man who was walking ahead of me, and I could tell he was walking a little slower, but at the same time intentional. He was very intentional about that. So I didn't know if he was just not well, or, had some kind of issue with the leg or what. But here's what ended up happening. Oh, thank you for inviting your followers. As I got closer, I realized those were not socks on his legs. Those weren't socks at all. Hey, Miss Madam Money, what's happening, Tara? Those weren't socks at all. They were his new legs. He was either an amputee, or something happened in his life that caused his legs to be cut off at the knees. So he is walking this 2-mile track. I don't know how many times he went around, but he's walking this 2-mile track with his new legs, and he is doing it with fervor and grit and intention. And I know a whole lot of people with legs who don't use them with that kind of intention. Hey, Purvis. So, talk about making the most of whatever newness you have. The man wasn't born with those legs. I don't know if he was born with some or not. Hey. But his new reality, as you can see him get in the groove of his new legs, he is strolling with his woman. And hey, B, he's strolling with his woman and his dog. And when it's all said and done, then that is what grown love is. That you stick it out when stuff is happening. Not stuff that's not built on honor, esteem, and respect. But they clearly had a love for one another. But this man is getting this track, honey. How many of y'all got some legs and won't get out and making all kinds of excuses not to get in a little exercise? That brother's getting it in. And all I could do was walk him and grin and walk past him, put on a big old smile and say, good morning. And he looked up at me like, yes, honey, it's a good morning. And he was getting it around that track. That's the first one. Then this woman had 2 kids, and she is running. Both of them are walking. One of them was like 4, the other one, 3 maybe. And she is running. She'll run a little bit, and if she gets ahead of him, she starts running in place. That's my baby. Hey, sweetheart. She starts running in place until they catch up. But she ain't saying she can't run because she's got the kids. No, she's got a little backpack. She's got their water. She's got their snacks. She's got whatever they need, but she's getting it in. What are you making excuses about? Let me tell you something. Resilience is not about bouncing back. Hey, sweetheart. Resilience is not about bouncing back. It's about forging through. A lot of y'all waiting for circumstances to give you some kind of push or some kind of rebound to get you back where you need to get. And I'm telling you, it's about forging through. You create your new reality when you get the grit and the gut and to courage up to do what you need to do. You wait for confidence to come for you to step into something. That's not how it happens. Confidence happens after you courage up to do something. You hear what I'm saying? All right. You got some legs, damn it, use them. Yeah. And those legs might be metaphorical. You might be sitting back thinking you don't have something. Thanks for all the hearts, too. I appreciate that. You might be sitting back thinking that you can't do something because you don't have something. And I'm telling you, there's nothing that if you have the desire to do, you can't do. There can be a way made if you will just get off your ass and get your ass in gear. You get in gear, do your part, and the universe does its. And most of y'all who complain and waiting on God, ooh, I can't stand you waiting on God, people. Y'all just work my nerve. Get off your ass. Who is that? Yeah, Tara, you would. Get off your ass, okay? You got your business. God's got God's business. Whatever your God is, God, universe, him, her, hell. Whatever your collaborating force is, that's my baby right there just said. That man knows me. He knows me well. He knows every piece of me. I can be who I am, and he adores it anyway. Yeah. All right. Well, I'm going to finish enjoying this because I got some stuff to do today. We're going to the U.S. Open today, y'all. I've never done that. Alfred and I have never done that, but we're going today. Joining our friends, Ronnie and Lamar. And it's going to be a good day. Yeah. Okay. Stop waiting on God. God's waiting on you. That's always the case. That's right, baby. That's always the case. Don't get me started on that. Am I going to get started on that? Am I going to talk about... Thank you, Tara. I absolutely will. Am I going to talk about them? I think I'm going to talk about them. All right. Look here. You Christians who are failing to use the Christ in you. You Christians who are failing to use the Christ in you, but using Christianity as a crutch and waiting for God to do something that you have been fully equipped to do. See, because waiting to make the things in front of you, the challenges in front of you, your footstool, it's just being a punk. You being a punk because you've got everything you need. You got it. I can't stand Christians who don't use the Christ. The Christ is the power that you've been endued with, that we all have. Okay? Failing to use Christ. We already have abundance. He already did it. Hey, if those of you who are running around and you're declaring Christianity, you know, and that ain't the only, I don't believe that's the only way. I know a bunch of y'all believe that's the only way. You still ain't doing nothing. You still, still failing to raise up and do what you need to do. Christians who fail to use the Christ in you and using Christianity as a crutch. Yeah, that's exactly what's happening. And you want somebody to listen to you and follow you. No, that's not what you are doing. Is not enticing. Nobody wants to look. People looking at your life and saying, "Why the hell am I gonna do what you doing?" And I'm not interested in getting what you get. There are folk who are walking around who are not making the declarations you're making, and they are successful. So that's what I'm interested in. Okay? So stop using Christianity as a crutch. Instead, use the Christ, the power that we've all been endued with, in order to make the challenges before you, the footstool that the Bible talks about. It can be, okay? Because we can all live that way. All right, that's all I call that. I ain't even come to say that, but I had to say that because I can't stand, ooh, God working it out. Ooh, God working it out. What the hell you doing? I can't stand it. I swear, I can't stand y'all. Can't stand y'all. I love you too. Who is that? I gotta open you. Oh, that's Tara. Hey, Tara. You know I love you. Okay. All right. So I'm going to enjoy the rest of this day. I am just kind of strolling in the park today, not really doing anything too strenuous. And then I got some ripping and running to do before I get ready to go to the U.S. Open with my baby. And Ronnie and Lamar. I love those people. I love hanging with them. Okay. Bye for now. Thanks for all the love, y'all. Okay, I'm gone. I'm sure I offended some folk. It's all right. You ain't got to come over here. But I'm glad those of you who did. I love y'all. Bye. Stopping. Whew, why is it always such a challenge for me? Lord have mercy. Anybody else have challenges like this on this damn thing? I can't stop the damn broadcast.